Donald Trump's going through Aurora, Colorado to get to Monday. Kamala Harris has a very different path. She's coming off this Univision town hall last night, and it's pretty stark when you look at the contrast between these two candidates. Donald Trump today wants to talk about Venezuelan gangs taking over a town that most Americans have not heard of. Kamala Harris is going to be getting briefed by FEMA today and talking about damage estimates and hurricane disaster recovery. The fact is, both seem to be working. This is a tied race, Tom. It's a 1-point race in every state that counts, maybe not Minnesota. And so all the experts are scratching their heads wondering how to answer that question.
Well, you mentioned, Joe, that Kamala Harris said at town hall with Univision last night. So I guess it begs a question, how crucial is the Latino vote, and how's it breaking?
Well, very. And look, the narrative going into Kamala Harris arriving at the top of the ticket was Donald Trump is taking these votes away from Democrats, young black males, young Latino males specifically. And it's not lost on us that Barack Obama started his series of events for Kamala Harris last evening in Pittsburgh by speaking directly to young black men, suggesting they might have a problem voting for a woman. But look, that was a really different town hall than one that you would see from Donald Trump. It was very emotional. People were crying. They're talking about health care bills. They're talking about lifestyle stuff, where Donald Trump was speaking to the Detroit Economic Club yesterday, a 2-hour stem winder in which he relitigated the 2020 election. And about an hour and a half in, he did drop a new idea. Guys, we're less than a month away from the election, and we're still hearing new policy proposals, in this case, a tax deduction for your car insurance.
This came up a couple days ago on the old Republicans, including Mitt Romney. Now, I would have said Mitt Romney was 59, maybe 66. Governor Romney's 77. Okay, so like the old guard's getting older. I don't know if you knew that, Joe. But my answer is, after Trump, where are the Mitt Romneys of the Republican Party? Do you have any clue on that question?
The Mitt Romneys are retiring, even the young ones. Look at the Mike Gallaghers of the world who said, this is clearly not my place here in Washington. Everyone in the Republican Party wants to answer your question, Tom, by pointing to J.D. Vance. And he is not Ronald Reagan's Republican here, but they see that as the future of a populist Republican Party. Tom, the question is, does MAGA go back home after Donald Trump leaves the picture, whether he serves another term or not?
Joe, the heart of the matter is, in Belmont, Massachusetts, there's one or two, there's like 5 Republicans, I think, left. Joe, Mathieu, are we talking about the great unspoken here, which is finally a third party in America?
Well, gosh, would you call it the Trump party? I don't know. Maybe establishment Republicans want to make their own. I don't know that they're going to have a lot of luck with that. He could get together with Bill Weld. Maybe they could go out to dinner in Belmont. But look, you're pointing to something that's important. When we talk to Republicans here on the air, they're not always reflecting the view of MAGA. When you go to CPAC, they're not always reflecting the view of Republicans. So maybe we do have 3 parties right now.